Good evening. Here I am playing Dying Light. I am so excited, subscribers, viewers, people in the comments. I am so excited because I think I have finally figured out how this exploit works. Now, I'm not going to take credit completely for finding this. One thing I'll say is I did notice this before, and I'd actually used it on Kings as one of my older games. I'd used it on Kings, but I actually had forgotten about it. And it was actually brought back to my attention by one of my subscribers, the Atomic... oh shoot, I don't know if I can remember his name. Oh no, the Atomic Weirdo. Sorry for forgetting your name there. I apologize. I'm just horrible with names. But anyway, he brought it to my attention that someone else had already posted a video on this. And I'm going to let you know who they are right now. It's Ayali410. Now, it's I'm going to probably put their YouTube name up on the screen there, but if I forget to, if I happen to, because I'm really excited about getting this up online, because I'm going to be able to make it so you guys can duplicate these things online, offline, wherever you are. But his name is spelled Ayali, the numbers 41, then space, and then 0 spelled out. That's Z-E-R-O. I'll just hopefully remember to put it up there. So Ayali 41 space Z-E-R-O. So definitely go over and give his video a like if you can find him, and if you can find that video, because I actually, using what he had put up there, I figured out, I think, exactly how this works. Now what you need to do is you need to have 3 stacks. Well, it doesn't have to be 3 stacks, but 3 stacks I think is the bare minimum that you will need of 99 in order for this to work. What you do is you first go like this, and instead of sending them all over to your storage, you only take 98 of them, okay? Now next, there's this little game that we need to play. We need to stay away from the 1, and we need to... You stay away from the smaller number, and you transfer the larger number, okay? So stay away from the smaller number, and transfer the larger number, except in this situation over here. Now we start a completely different game. This one, we actually transfer the smaller one, okay? And we transfer it twice, okay? Now, if you noticed, when I said do it all, it said 99, or 98, both times. Now we're going to come back in here, and this time it's stay away from the small number. So when we're in our inventory, stay away from the big number. When we're in here, stay away from the small number, okay? That's kind of the game that we have to play with this. So see, I didn't have this many disaster reliefs before, but now we stay away from the small number, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and transfer another 98 over here, okay? Oh, actually, I'm trying to remember if this is exactly how I started it before, but I'm going to go ahead and, yep, see, it does work. Okay, cool. So did you see if I transferred 98, and what it did is it transferred them over, but it restacked things. So now I've got 97 disaster relief and 99 above it. Okay, so now again, now that we're in the storage, we stay away from the large numbers and we go with the small. Now we transfer it both twice. Now we're back over here. It's stay away from the small numbers. So when we're in the storage, stay away from the big numbers. When we're in the inventory, stay away from. And I apologize if this is confusing. I'll probably put the rules in annotations. But when you're in your inventory, it's stay away from the large numbers. When you're in the storage, it's stay away from the small numbers, okay? So now, see, we've got the small number up here. I'm going to go back down here and again transfer 98. Because for some odd reason, it does this really strange restacking thing in your inventory. And it pulls one out of this and puts it into this to make it a full stack, okay? Now what I do is, again, I transfer all from the small number until it becomes small again. Because essentially, I think what's happening here, to explain this a little bit better, is when I say move all disaster relief from this stack over, it remembers the previous stack that it was taking from, when it was taken from above. So I'm going to say 96 away. So it actually, those 3 became 96 when they went into the storage. I hope I'm being explicit enough about that. I hope I'm explaining it in a way that you guys can understand. But essentially, all you need to do is keep in mind that when you're in the inventory, stay away from the numbers and only take away from one stack at a time. So here, let me go ahead and do this one more time before I end the video. Right now we're staying away from the small number. The small number in here is 89 rather than the 99s. So I'm taking from a stack of 99 and I'm going to put it in here. Now I stay away from the big number and I only remove from this stack, okay? Only remove from this stack. So now, even though the 4 is less than 95, I still remove from this stack because this is the stack that we are sticking with. So we always stick with the same stack whenever we go through there. So that's basically the best way that I can explain it. I do apologize if I made it sound a little bit more complicated, but I wanted you guys to know exactly what you're supposed to do. Just remember, inventory, stay away from the big numbers and stay only on one stack when you're removing all. And when you're in the storage, stay away from the small stacks and remove 98 from them, from the 99. So hopefully this helps. I know it's going to help a lot of you to be able to duplicate things. You can do this all on your own. And I'm so happy that I'm able to present this to you guys in a manner, because I don't know if Ayali 410 actually completely understood how this works. I did it for a while and I got the hang of it and I understand what's going on. And I basically made a game out of it. You know, again, inventory, I stay away from the large number and I remove this until I've only got one stack left, okay? Because we like this stack. This stack is our friend. This is our friend right here, okay? He's our buddy. He's our pal. Everybody else in the storage, we want to stay away from the small numbers. We always want to remove from a 99. And let's see here. And let's see here. So since I started with 3 stacks, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 basically stacks, and then some extras. Now, one other thing that I'll mention, I won't duplicate anymore. Now, the same thing in the storage, and I would actually recommend doing this at some point in time. I would actually recommend, once you're ready to stop doing this, drop the small number in this, because remember, we stay away from the large numbers in the inventory. So drop the small number from here first, then come over here, and again, just like before, in storage, you stay away from the small number, okay? You stick with the 99s in your storage. Because I've noticed that if you try and drop like this, it completely kerfuffles things. It completely makes things go all wonky, okay? So I drop that, and 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 if it pops up being the 73, make sure that there aren't any other ones, because I've had it where the 73 like changes positions, the smaller number changes positions. It's a douche. So make sure that you drop all of the 99s first, and then you drop the 73, okay? Now just so you know, I started with 3 stacks of 99 with this character. Look at how many I have now. That's a lot more than 3, isn't it? And that didn't take me very long at all. So I really know that this is going to help you guys. Normally I say hopefully this helps, but I know this is going to help a lot of you. And I'm really happy that I figured out exactly how this is working, and I figured out that game in order to make it work for you. So I guess I'll just go ahead and end the video at this point in time, because I want to upload this really quickly. So just remember, if it wasn't evening when you watch this, it's always evening where I am.